All right, thank you for joining us for Chamber Talk today. My name is Jason Strong, Director of the Fairfield Media Center, and I'm here with Director of the Fairfield Area Chamber of Commerce, Mindy McAdams, and we're getting ready to go into that holiday season that's always got conflicting schedules for everybody.
I've been in the holiday season for a hot minute.
Yes, very true. Mean Christmas is right there around the corner.
It's true. There's only 2 weekends left, this weekend and next weekend, to get, well, by the time this comes out, it'll be just 1 weekend left to see Santa in his house. And then your final chance to see Santa is the Rotary Christmas Eve Parade.
Oh, nice.
And I know that the season's winding down. And so if you want to see Santa and you want to make the ornament and do all of the things on the square, you're going to have to get out and get her done.
You're going to have to make time to get out there and do it.
That's right. Don't wait any longer. You're going to miss it. And we're not opening any extra days.
No, well, I was going to say, everybody's busy with the holidays, so any extra day potential is
out the window.
Either out the window or extremely limited if it was even available.
Yes, our calendars are completely just crammed at the Chamber with events from now until after the new year, with people, all the different celebrations in town and all the different events in town and shopping and all of it. The Chamber Bucks giveaways are going to end next week also. So get out, shop those stores. You can sign up in the Santa house this last weekend too. So time to get it done.
Any other events going on here in the next week or so that anybody needs to be aware of?
Other than the Santas, that's all we've got going right now. But we do want to give some shout outs to the little superheroes because they're doing their pop-up bars. And next weekend is their last weekend as well. Oh, this coming weekend is their last weekend as well. And they have their last one is a honky-tonk night. So put on your spurs and go up there. And the night before is a karaoke night, Griswold family Christmas style.
Oh, nice.
So it's a really great way to go out, enjoy your friends, have a few drinks, have some appetizers. And the Jolly Cork is so gorgeous. We were there for our member appreciation reception, and even the bathrooms are decorated. Oh my goodness. It is like Christmas threw up everywhere. It is fabulous.
Well, if you like the holiday spirit and you like decorations, that's the place to go then.
And if you don't have holiday spirit, go. It'll get you there.
Awesome. I was going to say, not having holiday spirit. I mean, I get it. Some people, circumstances, they're that way. But I think it's kind of hard to do.
I tell people, if you don't have Christmas spirit, you just need to volunteer in our Santa houses one night, and you will be filled with the Christmas spirit as these little kiddos have their experience with Santa. And for some of them, that book and that candy cane is the only thing they're getting for Christmas. This is the only time they're seeing Santa. That's potentially the only ornament that they're going to get, So for us, it's very important that event stays free for our community because we want everyone to be able to have that experience.
Volunteer and help make some memories.
That's right.
Now we have a guest in the podcast studio. So I will let you go ahead and take it away.
Miss Sara, the children's librarian, who's one of my favorite people to have on because, first of all, she has the best job. She gets to read stories to kids all the time. And our library is so packed full of events. You get your own space and chamber chatter for all of the things happening. So what do we need to know is coming up?
My goodness. Our calendar is just as packed as yours.
Yes.
So it's a constant thing that's happening. The first thing I want to talk about is a book sale that we have running right now. It goes from now until the end of December. So if you have any last minute Christmas finds and you think you're on a budget and the people you're giving gifts to are readers, we're the place to come. Books are about $1. We've got CDs, we've got movies. And it's a great deal. You can come and load up a huge stack, and it'll cost you hardly anything at all.
Wonderful. And it supports our local library, which is always important to give to.
Right. The money from the book sale supports our programs. And I've got a whole list of programs here to tell you guys about. So,
perfect.
Starting on Friday, December 20th, we're doing a Solstice Craft Day. So these are Christmas winter themed crafts. We've got a cute little piggy people and cinnamon ornaments that you can make and popcorn chains. We'll be set up in the meeting room so you can come and just enjoy your time crafting, hanging out. You don't have to be super crafty to do these things. Just come and enjoy the atmosphere. Stop into the library. Maybe you have a Christmas book or two that you want to pick up. You can read to the kids. There's a great selection of those left. And then after that, the following Monday, December 30th, if you're registered, you can come and do a Nutcracker STEAM Challenge. So I'm partnering with Iowa State Extension and Outreach to do this. And we're going to watch a part of the Nutcracker. And then after that, the kids will design their own costumes.
Oh, nice.
And we're going to
Fancy.
give them some gear and some crafty things that they can build these costumes with, but they need to be taking notes and drawing pictures while they're watching. And we're going to have hot cocoa and some snacks along the way too. So it's going to be a really good time. If you think your older kiddos, the ages 7 and up, might be interested in something like that, you can contact me at the library or check out our event calendar. There's a registration on our event calendar.
We love great partnerships.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh man, it makes such a difference at the library.
Absolutely.
Okay, the next thing that I'm most excited about, this happens over winter break. It's our Pokemon Club. The Pokemon Club has been wildly popular. We've got kids of all ages, and some of their parents even collected Pokemon cards, and so they're excited to come as well. We do some kind of Pokemon-themed activity at the club meetings, but most of it is about trading. So these kids come with their cards and they're ready to wheel and deal.
Oh, how fabulous.
And they all, some of our regulars kind of know who has what and what they'd be interested in trading in, and they're very strategic in how they think about it.
Oh, yeah. There's a whole method to the madness when it comes to that stuff.
Right.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
it's a great group that is enjoying this, but we really would love to have more people come. This isn't a registration event. You just come, show up, bring your Pokemon cards. Even if you don't have Pokemon cards and you're interested in learning more about them, I have a little stack of library cards that I'll share with you so you can try out trading too. I mean, then the stakes are pretty low if they're not even your cards. And then you get the chance to kind of say, hey, do you want this? And try it out without having to even invest any money in Pokemon cards.
Nice.
That's awesome.
We always have regular programs happening. I do a story time for toddlers on Tuesday mornings, and all of that is going to keep happening through the holiday season. I also have a toddler playtime on Wednesday mornings. I get out sensory bins with rice or beans, or I did ice last week, so kids can feel and play. And it's a great time for parents of toddlers to connect as well. And
because you get mom brain when you're with toddlers all the
Yes.
time. And you forget how to talk to adults. I remember those days.
My wife does daycare.
Oh, my
She runs into
goodness.
that all the time.
Yes.
And park season is over, people. Like,
Yes.
It's so cold. You need somewhere to get those kiddos out of the house. The library is the place to come.
Absolutely.
Really, truly.
Come commiserate with others in
Yes.
the suffering.
And that's a whole part of the thing, honestly, right?
Yes,
like, is the
absolutely.
parent relationships even more than, like, the toddlers are happy to be there, but you know, it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, whether they're there or home. But it's really important to have those relationships with the parents.
Absolutely.
Too. And then Wednesday afternoons, I do a preschool story time, and that's a little bit longer books, more advanced activities. And so that's a fun one too. I love those preschoolers. You never know what they'll say.
Oh my goodness, absolutely. So the library has so many things happening, but you've also got a lot of stuff.
Oh my goodness.
So you brought some stuff with us. So tell me about some of the stuff you brought with you.
I brought a few cozy titles, a DVD called The Snowman, which is a really sweet movie to watch. It's slow paced. It's a sweet story about a little boy and a snowman. Not a lot of flash. It's very heartwarming. Perfect for the holiday season. And then I brought a couple of my favorite storybooks that I've recently purchased. This one is called Bakery Dragon.
I love this book.
Oh my goodness. It is the sweetest thing. It's about this little dragon. He's having a hard time. He's a tiny dragon. All the other dragons are huge. They blow fire at people. They get their gold. They are wealthy, and he's tiny. And when he blows fire at people, they think he's cute.
Oh, the cute.
He's not stealing gold.
Yeah.
It's sad for him. So he has a hard time. He pops into town. In fact, you can. I hope you can even see these
Yes.
beautiful illustrations. He pops into town on a stormy night, and he makes friends with the baker in town. And so the baker teaches him some skills. They learn to bake together, and he learns to make bread. And I'll tell you, what do we love more in life than bread? Like,
As somebody who's trying to limit my carbs, I love me some bread.
right, sharing bread just speaks to my soul as well.
Yes.
And so here they are, just munching, and he's eating. He's eating and enjoying, and he's sharing it with his dragon friends, and they realize that this bread is like gold. They take all of the gold that they have stolen from the villagers, go back into town and buy the bread from her. And so now they've started this relationship, and instead of stealing from the villagers, they're in an economy together, and they're building relationships, and the dragons learn to make bread. And they become friends with the villagers because they're no longer blowing fire on them and stealing. Like, it's the sweetest,
And their heart
heartwarming
grew
story.
3 times that day.
It's true. It's true.
That sounds like an amazing book.
I love it.
This is one of my favorites for
Go
the
see
year.
the Bakery Dragon. Go check
Check it out. I mean, and if you're looking for books to give as gifts, this is one that I would highly recommend.
Nice.
And I just also wanted to share this one. Octopus Shoctopus is hilarious.
Love it.
The octopus just shows up in town, but it has kind of Christmas flair too, because he's got lights and everything.
Very fancy.
He just lives on top of their house. And same thing, they're building relationships with the octopus that lives on top of your house. It's kind of crazy, but it's so funny. Kids of all ages love this book. You can come and check these out and all kinds of other resources. In addition to books and DVDs and CDs, we also have a plant cutting library right now.
Yes.
Have you checked this out?
I have not, because I will have a problem.
I know.
I have too many plants in my house right now.
And so this plant cutting library are donations. It started with a partnership from the Iowa State Extension and Outreach. This is a program they wanted to do, and we're just continuing. They thought it would be a short-term thing, and we've decided to keep it going because our patrons are supporting it. They're bringing in
love
plants
it.
and sharing. And we have some really neat plants. You come, you pick up a cutting. Sometimes there's little bags of dirt and little boxes there that you can plant your plants in. And then you don't have the startup cost of trying a house plant. Sometimes I am admittedly not the greatest with house plants. It happens to the best of us.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
So you can try things out and see if it works, if you can handle it. And there's no entry fee, right? You just come.
Nice.
And if you have a green thumb, share your plant cuttings with us.
Oh, yeah. That's a great another way to support the library.
Right?
Absolutely.
Come and check things out. All right. And in addition to that, we also have an adult craft program happening now. This is a new thing for us.
Yeah.
Joy, our adult services librarian, is spearheading all of it. And she is just a joy anyway. If you've met her, you'll remember her because she's such a sweetheart.
Absolutely.
And every Thursday, she's bringing folks together to either craft on their own projects, which in Fairfield, you know, there are so many talented people.
Absolutely.
Crafters and artists. And so this is a place where you can come together and meet up with other people who are interested in the same type of thing. And you guys can join in together. And she also has activities. Next week, they're working on some kite paper stars. They're really bright colors, and you fold the paper and tuck it a certain way.
Nice.
And they're always making something beautiful. So
That's
if you're a
wonderful.
crafter and you have Thursday afternoons from 1 to 2:30 available, you can come and go. You don't have to stay the whole time. If you just want to come for 15 minutes and check it out, you're certainly welcome. And then another service to the community that we have started for our adult patrons is Tech Help Tuesday. We know that there's a need in the community for like help with your phone or help with your laptop. How do you get into Google Docs? How do you convert something from a PDF? We get
Yes.
lots of questions.
Absolutely.
And so now we have a designated time on Tuesday afternoons from 4 to 5:30 where either library staff or volunteers are available to help folks out if you're having a thing going on with your phone. We're obviously not technicians. We're not going to take your phone apart, but maybe we can help you maneuver and help you download the pictures or send your pictures to your daughter.
Yes.
Or whatever your issue is, you can take it to us and see if we can help out.
Wonderful.
That's a great little service to have.
Absolutely.
And it's been hopping. We've had steadily more and more people every week, and as the word gets out, so please come. We're here as a community resource, and we just love helping folks.
And if you have suggestions, the library's always adding stuff. So if there's something you feel like the library could do to help our community, reach out to Alex or to Sara, and I'm sure that they can make magic happen.
Right. I do my best, especially if people that come to the library are asking me for something. I'll really try hard to make that work.
Okay, so when are you closed for the holidays?
We'll be closed on New Year's Eve and Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and
New Year's Eve,
New Year's Day. Not New Year's Eve. We're working on that one yet.
Perfect.
But
so
New Year's
other
Day
than
for sure.
those days, come see the library. If you've not been to the library in a hot minute, you need to get in there and go buy some books for Christmas. Thanks
It's
for being
true.
here, Sara.
Oh, thank you for having me.
We definitely
Go
appreciate
buy me
it.
some books, Jason.
Go buy you some books. Well, I don't think I'm going to be out tonight and tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm really trying to avoid this ice that's brewing out there. So
No fun.
But no. And now the book sale, all those funds go back towards the library to help support
programs. Yep.
all these programs
You're
and things
right.
that the library is doing. So definitely go to the library, get out there, check out what books are available. Great Christmas gifts.
Mm-hmm.
So get out there before Christmas and not only support your library, but come away with some great books.
Absolutely. We'll see you next week.
Exactly. If you haven't been to the Chamber of Commerce, get signed up for the Chamber Chatter
Yes.
at fairfieldiowa.com, and we'll see you guys next week.